Tevin kicked off of Twitch TV? No. I wholeheartedly will 100% tell you to your face, look into the camera as I say it as well, in case someone said, oh, Phil wasn't looking to the camera. I didn't get Tevin banned from Twitch. I had nothing to do with it at all. Zero. I didn't even know about it until after the
Phil! Phil! Phil.
This is legit incredible. He just said I didn't know anything about and looked away again.
Don't say you're gonna look into the camera and then you looking all around the room.
I said, oh, Phil wasn't looking to the camera. I didn't get Tevin banned from Twitch. I had nothing to do with it at all. Zero. I didn't even know about it until after the fact. People came into my chat and told me. What happened is he pissed off people.
3,
like when
4.
you do stuff that not only negatively affects me but affects other people, you piss off the wrong people, man. And you gotta understand that, like, people will eventually hold you accountable for shit that you've done. And he is the kind of guy that thinks that everything's fair game, and he can bring up shit about, you know, my relatives and shit about.
I am a big Tevin fan. He does not. He talks about your mama when you talk about your mama. Same thing with the dad. Cat's fair game, unfortunately. But what other relatives are there? Your aunt that you talked about that has gout? That you got it from? That you talked about? Phil, you can't just say this. Especially when you don't watch him. You getting this crap secondhand. So people are like, oh my goodness, he just wished a jihad on your entire family. He did? My goodness, he's awful.
Other people, like my moderators and my viewers, and he thinks that it's all funny, and it's not. It's fucked up that you would bring in personal shit like that, and I get the feeling...
Pause. Like what? You said he talks about my family. No, he doesn't. And you mentioned 0 examples. He said you talked about your mod. Fair game.
Yeah, they're fair game.
100%. Your viewers are spurgs, homie. So fair game. Especially when they talk about him.
The wrong person the wrong way, and they wrote Twitch management and said, what the
Who is this person?
Who is this person and how do you prove what are you going? He made fun of me and he makes fun of Phil, so kick him off. And he's not currently making fun of Phil, but he has before. Kick him off. Doesn't that lead more credence if the streamer himself says that as opposed to
herself
or herself?
That woman he does. I don't know who that is.
Amberlyn Reed.
Yeah.
That's a whole other story. She's a she's like she that's a hard thing to explain. But yeah, no. It leads more credence that Phil with 600, 500 subs as opposed to this person with like 4 followers reports them. Especially when you get constantly reported, Phil. Well, how come you aren't kicked off? If it's just a report of something that you've done bad, when you've done plenty bad.
fuck is going on with this guy? Did you watch 5 minutes of his stream to see what the fuck he's doing? And they got him shit canned. All right, I had nothing to do with it at all. I don't know if that's really the case. That's my speculation, but I have no truth.
You're simply speculating. So what was it that got Tevin banned? I don't know, but here's what I think.
Here's everything that I'ma just start talking about, and this is what happened, but this is what I just assumed.
He talked about my family, he talked about other streamers, and those other streamers got him banned, and that's my speculation.
About any of that, okay? Okay. Tokido Bison had cheered again. He says, was it Tevin's fault? I don't know. I'm assuming it was something he did. I wasn't me though. So,
it's Tevin's fault.
Okay.
Tevin's fault.
Someone just tried to do a Endgame spoiler, Avengers Endgame spoiler. I didn't read it, thank God. So, but the thing is,
why do you have money to go to the movies, Phil? Why should that even matter to you?
Yeah.
You a broke boy.
You know what? Maybe he's just like for the sake of the viewers. But then
he just said I didn't read it.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Thank goodness I didn't read it.
Endgame already was officially said. The producers said spoilers are now allowed on the internet because the movie's been out for 2 weeks. So even if I had read that, it wouldn't have mattered anyway.
Yes, it would.
The third tipped me $5. Uzi did a 50-bit cheer, and Spawn Killer tipped me $1. He says, did you know that there's people on YouTube who know how much money you make on cheers and tips? That's crazy. Well, here's what they think they know.
No, it's provable. It's definitive. 100%.
People know the cut Twitch takes from tier, tip, sub, whatever. People know the cut that Twitch takes. People know the cut that PayPal takes if you do a certain amount. People, it's within their guidelines of that stuff, so they can go that and then go. Phil got 3,700 in tips, which means, or in bits, which means that Twitch takes this amount, so Phil gets this amount.
Yes. And when you can just look up any number, any one of your old stream chats, and it goes such and such donated $1, well, you just add that, and then you add the other ones, and you add the other ones. No, it's 100% provable, Phil.
Within range, there's variables. Yeah. Sometimes you miss something. Sometimes you add too much. Sometimes you miscalculate some things. But I would say, monthly wise, within $100 and so is accurate.
You don't understand is that there's processing fees for everything. So even though you see a certain amount of cheers coming in or a certain amount of tips coming in, that's not actually what I make. That's just
they take that away every time.
But even if they don't take it away, you could go, he made 8,000 this month. Even if you take away all the stuff, you still making like 6,000, which is still bad for your position.
Face value of what you see. And
what the fuck? This is the face. This is your face and face value. That's the motion. Weren't you taught that in kindergarten? My goodness, what's wrong with you?
That's just the face value of what you see. And also there's always...
He's like lagged behind too. By the time Al-U is out, that's what he's moving his hand for. What are you doing?
Make. That's just the face value of what you see.
Dude, what was that? Oh boy, that's fantastic.
And also, there's always things that go on behind the scenes. People trying to charge shit back and the like. And so,
Pause.
I'm sure.
But you said you won every single one of those.
Every chargeback I've ever won. That's what these idiots don't get. They're not getting their money back because I've won every single chargeback.
You can't say both things at the same time, Phil.
There's people who literally will sit there and with a calculator because they got nothing to do all day and go, that's how they are, right?
So you think they're calculating that the entire day?
That's when they could just look up your stream chat, look up, just Control F for tips, boom. You got it all for one day. It takes maybe 5 minutes. You do that for a month, you sitting there for an hour or two. And you got all his metrics. Easy. And then you spread that across the entirety of Kiwi Farms. I think Phil is like third or fourth most commented person on all of Kiwi Farms. It's ridiculous.
Dude, Kiwi Farms is a nut. I basically only go to the field section because the other sections are pretty f***ed up.
Yeah.
But yeah, because they really moderate that area. They know what they're doing over there. That other is the Wild West.
Whatever. All sorts of information. Here's the bank accounts. Like, hey, all right, let's get on out of here.
Let's see. Mark tipped me $3. He said, "Would you like to spend an eternity among the stars?" I have no idea.
This is another thing I really hate about Phil. People give him hypothetical, who gives a question. You go, why would I answer that? Somebody legit asked him, what type of music do you like? I don't listen to music.
Just the most baffling thing. What?
Who don't listen to music?
Don't listen to music. And then you just going, yeah, I was sitting down with Kat and we're listening to African tribal music and crap like that. You have to go, Phil, what the
I'm African American. I don't listen to African tribal music.
What is she doing? And why are you allowing this? And why are you bragging about it?
You should have. I can understand bragging about it, like, hey, I tried something new today. Kat introduced me to some African tribal music. Didn't really like it, but at least I tried something new. She enjoys it. I don't get it. Because, nobody's going to understand all the music people listen to. There's a Dance Gavin Dance song right now that's like 80% in Spanish, and I love that song. And a bunch of the fans are just like, then what are they doing? This is awful. And I'm just like, every time I'm grooving to that, every time it pops on. So, you're not always going to get the same type of music. Everybody's not going to like the same type of shit. Some people like very formal music. People love baby metal, and they don't understand a word of baby metal. So, other cultures, people love K-pop and all this other stuff. Who cares? But don't, what the is she doing? What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Why are you just like, yeah, we're celebrating this? Why?
I don't like music, but we were lit. And even still, that I don't listen to music. That still pisses me off. Cause he goes, I don't really listen. He could just go, I don't really listen to music, but I really like this soundtrack from a game. Back when I was young, this or this, anything. We go, I don't listen to music. Moving on.
But he's always singing like when the Lion King stuff comes on when he was playing. He understands that.
Just lie. I just sat down and listened to the Lion King soundtrack. That was really good. Nothing really new, because I don't listen to new music. I'll just listen to my same crap I listen to over and over and over again.
Yeah, he could just be like, I'm stuck in the 90s. I listen to a bunch of 90s stuff. I might listen to some Linkin Park.
Just
some
lie, because it's not provable.
And it at least makes you more personable.
I don't listen to music. It sounds like an alien.
You sound like a robot.
Don't listen to music.
It's just synthesized sounds over a... No, Phil, what are you doing? But you listen to this African tribal... What are you doing?
Eric question. Thanks for the tip.
Esoteric question? What are you talking about, Phil?
Just answer it. Make a joke. Have some fun and just go, I don't know what you're talking about, moving on.
Eternity amongst the stars. Well, I don't think I would want to spend an eternity because it's going to get very boring up there just being amongst blackness.
I like Burger King. We talking about bringing one up there or no? Because anything other than just mirthless. Moving on. Don't know what you're talking about.
I was, when I was streaming, somebody asked me a question of what would be the best X-Man to date. And we just back and forth went through just one stream chatter. Just back and forth went through who's the best X-Men today. Can't be Rogue because you can't have physical relationship. But then what happens if Storm just like brings a storm down on you when you're mad? Yeah. And we're just going back and forth and talking about that. That's a nothing question. Who gives a in the X-Men you would date?
You know what Phil would say? I'm married. I don't like to think about that. That's a fictional character.
Why would I have a wife or a fictional character that I would want to date when I have this beautiful wife that I love right next to me?
At one point, somebody goes, "Who would win, Goku or Superman?" He goes, "Doesn't matter. They're both fictional."
Are you
Hundo?
What are you doing?
What are you doing? It's like you don't even want to talk to these people that are throwing money at you.
He don't. Phil hates video games. And he hates the people.
He hates the people that he has to stream to.
Oh, yeah, that never happened either. So Dark tipped me $1. He says, can you debunk people saying that you leaked your ex-girlfriend's nude pictures on a video?
Legit happened.
Legit happened. It wasn't like a full-on frontal, but you could see some stuff. You could see she was like covering her breast or whatever, but it was there.
It was like on his desktop or something.
Yeah.
And he was going through the folders, and it popped up for a second, and he went off of it.
Yep,
it wasn't
but it was
just
still there.
It wasn't like he clicked on it and went, "Whoops-a-daisy-cool."
No, it was still there.
It was just a little thumbnail in 720p video.
Mm-hmm.
Never happened.
A picture of my ex-girlfriend. It wasn't a picture. It was a thumbnail.
Pause. Didn't happen. Here's what happened. It was a picture. No, but it was a thumbnail. But you could still see whatever it was. You leaked it, Phil. That's all it is. But he's just trying to recontextualize it to fit whatever frame he can make it.
What do you think leak means? It means something that somebody doesn't want to get out, but it somehow gets out.
But he's so pedantic that he's just like, it wasn't a picture, it was a thumbnail. So, wrong.
A thumbnail of a picture, I think. Now, by the way, this is from like...
Of course it's a thumbnail of a picture. It's not going to be a thumbnail of a sandwich. What do you mean, Phil? Of course it's a thumbnail of a picture. What are you talking about?
But he instantly just goes, I don't remember, but here's the exact thing that happened.
Again, this is, 2012, 2013, something like that, 100 years ago. and there was a little
Nope,
thumbnail
it's not
somewhere
100
on
years
my
ago.
desktop or no, it was in a folder, and
Yep.
I had been recording a video doing something else, and apparently the thumbnail popped up. It wasn't a nude at all. It wasn't a nude
whoops.
at all. There's nothing nude whatsoever in the picture. It was a thumbnail, and it was not a nude.
Yes,
But
it was.
It absolutely was.
I think he's about to explain it a little bit further. I think he just said what it was or what it is.
With their arm like this, so people assumed that it was a nude.
Nope, it
and started
was.
saying, "Oh, it's a nude. It's a nude." It wasn't
Nope,
a nude.
it
If
was.
a nude, I wouldn't be on YouTube. I would have been banned.
Again with this,
dude.
I wouldn't be on YouTube. What the?
Both Low Tier God and Wings of Redemption have gotten like, hey, I sent you a friend request, and it's just a penis in the picture, and they're both still on Twitch,
They got banned for like 3 days, and then it was
they're
just like-
back. So shut up, Phil.
There are people on Twitch right now where it's just like, I like to thank the knackers, and it's just like, oh, that's a banning, and then they're banned for a day. Alinity or whatever that thing, whatever her name is, she just pulled out her whole tip by mistake, and she got banned for a day. When previously she was already like, I'm taking a 3-day break, so she was like, I'm trying to get the banning extended to 3 days. Don't hit me with this bull.
And for so long, Phil had a donator called, I think it was like something Johnny 1480, Ice 1488, and every single time he would put up Ice 1488. 1488 is real bad. And all of a sudden, he just stopped putting it up there. But it was several streams where it was just up there. Ice 1488 tipped like $14.88. And it's just sitting up there. And you still ain't get banned.
From YouTube.
Here's the thing.
He'd be banned from YouTube, stupid. You're
Here's the thing.
stupid.
Many things fall through the cracks. YouTube and Twitch are huge platforms, and things are going to fall through the cracks. Hate speech is very disallowed on YouTube, but there's a lot of videos full of hate speech. And PewDiePie has done several videos of it. Where he at? Oh, still on YouTube, still #1 thing subscriber, except I think that India channel passed him up for like 20 days or something. Whatever. What are you talking about, Fillington?
On YouTube. I would have been banned from YouTube, stupid.
You're so stupid.
So,
The
smack.
anonymous cheer.
Smack.
Thank you.
111
Thank
cheer,
you.
Thank you.
Very good. Classic.
The classic.
Thank you, Baseball, for a 50-bit cheer. He says, why do you think PewDiePie hates you so much? I don't know, and I don't care. Frogs playing golf cheered. He wants me to talk more about Tevin and Tevin using ViewBots. No, I'm not going to do that.
Nope.
Blue for 2188 subscribed for 18 months. Thank you very much for that. Okay.
I couldn't subscribe to Phil for 2 months. He's bow right.
Yes. There's people that are just like, thanks for subbing for like 40, 50 months.
Phil, talk.
Oh, I don't know anything about that, Madara's God. He's saying something about Bad Bunny being a banned term. Nope. The other thing is Tevin is not a banned term. People
Yes,
keep
it
saying
is.
that I make these...
And 100% is. You are either banned or timed on site.
Yeah. So it's not like it's in the Twitch where it's like a bad term where they black it out and it's just a bunch of asterisks. But you say it, you getting banned and or timed out. It is a
that
quasi banned term, like a soft banned term.
blacked Subaru is a banned word.
Are you serious? Cause of Subaru man?
Yes. 100%.
I'm sure Owl was it for a little bit. Probably pig. Probably definitely horse.
Oh, that's gold.
words, like words that people get banned for in the stream chat. I don't do that. I don't even know what the fuck you're talking
You
about.
probably tell your moderators to do it then. So again, this is that little nugget of truth
Yes.
from you. I personally don't do it. I don't do it.
But I'm sure you can see the list of banned words on your own Twitch.
And for in the stream chat. I don't do that. I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. People just make shit up. They make shit up
Yep.
out of nowhere to
They
try
sure
to create
do.
drama, and it's not me. I don't even
Sorry,
know what the
Phil.
fuck people are talking
It's
about
me.
half the time. I don't.
Why does he have the total tips and the top and everything if he's not updating it at all?
There you go. Big Boy Abides Cheered, he said, I had a line on Twitter. It was funny because someone had tweeted in response to my tweets on Twitter this week. And they said, Phil's wrong a lot, but he's probably right 2 out of 5 times. And when he's right those 2 out of 5 times, he's actually like dead on right about stuff. And this is one of the times that he's right. And I responded, damn, being right 2 out of 5 times is probably better than most world leaders.
That's a joke? Or...
What?
What?
First off, you're proud of being right 2 out of 5
That's
times.
40%, my guy.
And you're just
That's
40%. but you're also like, what are you basing this world leader thing on? Why are you already just trying to figure out a way to prop yourself up to a better degree? What are you talking? Why are you letting these people fondle your balls?
It's true.
It's true.
There you go.
I thought no politics. No political talking and stream at all.
Oops. Unless he wants to.
Let's
Unless
see.
he instigates it.
Hodor Targ cheered. He says, it's 5:50 a.m. here. I've been hitting Bombay Gin, watching your stream. What a great combo. Relax a bit. You don't have to be so worried. Here's the thing. I'm not worried. I felt doing this special would actually be able to clear the air with a lot of people or at least give you the honest answers about things that have been said about me for 7 years. And now
Pause. Honest answers. I don't remember what I said to that little girl, but if a show wasn't this, how is that honest?
He's honestly doesn't remember, I guess.
We don't, as of right now, as of this video, do not have the Howard or John's perspective. You're just going, no, what they said was wrong. That's the truth.
better. I do like those misconceptions. You can still believe them if you want, but now you've got the true story of everything that was going on in these situations. So it's up to you to choose to believe or not. But you have the truth and you have the evidence to do with it what you will. Okay.
Phil.
That's also false, King of Hypocrisy. That's
False.
not true at all. And I'm not going to go into massive detail about it because it's been beaten to death.
Oh, whoops. We're not even going to say what it was.
Two-Bar King
Moving
did a
on.
100-bit cheer, thank you. And Blue for 2188 also did a 500-bit cheer, so thank you very much for that.
Yeah, not saying a word.
Holy Cole says, Twitter trolls always say you're an alcoholic. Address that and debunk. No, I'm not an alcoholic.
You drink a lot, Phil.
What are you gonna do? In liquor cabinet, you can't debunk this, Phil, except going, no, I'm not. I might have a drink every now and then, but no, I don't just go out to the store and buy volumes of liquor and just glug every night. That's what an alcoholic is. I'm not beating my wife because of it.
Back in the day, so we're talking my early days of YouTube, as I've admitted to you guys, I used to drink way too much. I don't do that anymore. I had to do it for my health. Like, for my health, I had to stop doing that kind of unhealthy shit. Drinking all the time, eating terrible foods like red meat and stuff. I couldn't do that stuff. I couldn't. Because if I had done that stuff, I would have had horrendous health problems.
Pause.
So, yeah.
What? First off, you do have horrendous health problems.
Yeah, for 8 of your YouTube career, your back was hashtag toe up from the flow up.
And I don't know, you do
Probably
still
because
drink.
of that terrible lumbar support turning around. Yes, you still drink, absolutely.
Yeah, he's just making it all sorts of...
Sorry, we keep doing the Project 7 turnaround and just cutting each other off with laughter. It's the most... but yeah, he absolutely still drinks. I don't think he's just sitting
sloshing it up.
Yeah.
You know, after a hard day, get a bit of gin or whatever.
He probably does a couple of shots at least, and it's not enough to get him like sloppy drunk, but he probably has a nice buzz going on.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Just our opinion on it, but again, based on the tweets that we see at like 4 a.m, where it's just like he's just unabashedly just saying some things. It just feels very. If nothing else, he should get away from social media once he hits that bottle just once.
Yeah.
It's like, put the phone down.
And also, calling them an alcoholic gets under his skin, and that's what people's point are. It's not to like harass him or like some people are like out to ruin his life, but other people are just like,
Yeah,
let's
I can't get with those people.
Yeah, that's too far. Other people are like, let's just get under his skin by calling him an alcoholic. I'm not an alcoholic. I only have a drink. See, you got your reaction, and that's what they wanted.
Every once in a while, I'll go out and I'll have a drink. You know,
What's once in a while, Phil? And I'm alcoholic can have a drink once in a while, but it depending on how much they drink in that once in a while. Once in a while can be once a week. Once in a while can be once every 2 weeks. But if they drink 100 proof vodka bottle by themselves, they're still a drunkard.
this week I had 2 drinks. Yeah, this week I had 2
Phil,
drinks.
it took you that long to remember that, but we're expected to have you remember something accurately from years ago? Phil!
Phil, do you know how many drinks I've had this week? 0. You know how many I had last week? 0. Last month? 0. Because I actually do what you say. I'll go out to a party and drink. I'll go out with my friends and drink. But if I'm just at home,
Just sitting here watching Phil and just like, yep, here comes some nice vodka. It's like, well, what's the point?
I have a 100 proof bottle of vodka downstairs at this very moment that is unopened and will remain unopened until I find a use for it outside of the house.
Oh my God, he's drinking gin. No, actually, this week I think one of them was a rum and coke, and one of them was.
You mixing
Debunked.
drinks and get on me?
Debunked. I think one of them was this from 2 days ago.
So it wasn't gin, so debunked.
Debunked. Please believe me. It was just this. Debunked.
Where's the rum? Where's the rum gone?
A vodka and
Cranberry juice?
grapefruit juice.
Ugh. I wouldn't drink grapefruit juice on its own. What do you do? Ugh.
Grapefruit juice. And I'll
Wait, did he just repeat grapefruit juice?
grapefruit juice. Grapefruit juice. And I'll
What was the point? It was a grapefruit juice. Grapefruit juice.
Yeah, that'll get him.
That sounds believable.
That's a sophisticated man drink. Good.
Why did he smack his? He smacked his.
Oh,
lips.
he's just remember. Wow. Oh, grapefruit.
He smacked his
Hey.
lips, and then he slowly turned his eyes back to the camera.
That's some drunkard behavior.
and grapefruit juice.
That looks slowed down. That legit looks slowed down.
And grapefruit juice.
Bruh, it looks like one of those video game things where they're like, this is how we move the head of the character. That looks so mechanical.
And grapefruit
What are you doing, Phil? What are you doing?
grapefruit juice. And I'll have a, and I never drink alone. I'm with Kat. If I drink, we usually have a drink together, and we watch something together, or we're doing something together. That's the truth. Now, I'll be honest. Back in the day,
Y'all need the liquor just to be near each other? Fam, what's you doing?
Just on a Tuesday night, rum and coke. Bit weird, Phil.
Yeah, that's a harder one. I cannot do rum. That is gross.
just a YouTuber. I wasn't live streaming and stuff. I drank too much all the time. I was like way crazy drinking. You guys know, you saw the videos from back then. I'd be drinking all fucking night, playing video games, destroying entire towns in Fallout 3 and doing stupid shit, right? You heard the slur in my voice. You know how drunk I was, back in those original YouTube days. But I don't do that stuff anymore.
Here we go. Thank you. There we go.
That's
Perfect.
the
Always.
Bruh,
Always.
it's a formula to his drinking. How is that possible?
Every single time. Well, it was one that he missed one smack, but other than that,
There was a clap, so we don't even know if the smack was during the clap.
it's consistently sip a little, so little, and gargle, gulp, smack, smack. Okay.
Being drunk, yeah, there you go. Hydrocarbon asks, have you ever been recognized in person? Only a few times, since I lived out here, a few times. When I lived in Connecticut, it was more often, but what I would say is I've never met someone who's rude to me, which is very nice.
Okay, so the detractors know where you are, and you've never met someone rude. So if you said we're going to the Space Needle, what in your heart of heart and mind makes you think that these people are gonna moonwalk in and throw in pig guts at you? You pig! Who? That's just gonna throw hay at your wife? You horse!
Whoever's recognized me has always been very gracious and nice to me, and that's a good thing. So.
Pause.
Whoa! What was that? Please do your thing so I can go back and we can re-listen to that thing.
Again, the people who are trying to ruin you, perhaps they would be malicious, but the people who just like making fun of you, I'm sure they'd be ecstatic to meet you.
I don't even know if the people that are trying to ruin him would go see him, because there's no way to ruin him outside of the context of the stuff that they find on the internet. There's no way to go there and just be like, here's my chance to further ruin Phil.
Yeah, no, I'm sure most people just like, I met Phil. You're a very interesting person.
Yeah, I don't want anything bad to happen to Phil.
No.
But I find him hilarious.
I want Phil to get what he deserves. I want him, what he put out to the universe, to come back to him.
You probably don't want that. He put out some, he put out some bad
right now.
Oh, did you guys?
What was that?
Oh my goodness.
I can't.
You are unwell.
That was like a sound effect cracking.
Oh, did you guys hear that? That was my neck. A little stiff.
Wasted!
A little stiff. That's like breaking a pack of peanut brittle. What are you doing, homie?
Whew. All right, at this point,
Wrap it up.
At this point, I guess that's it, and it's hilarious because, the trolls are so angry. The people who have really gone out of their way to make my life a living hell the last 7 years are so angry right now because I am having some positivity.
That's not where, nobody's angry, Phil.
None. And you're having positivity, quote unquote, by opening up your cheeks and sharding on somebody. Not by putting out legit good content, but by somebody else screwing up.
Thrown at me on the internet because of the tweets that I made in the past couple of days. And they hate that. Oh my God, anyone would see Phil in a positive.
Dude, I don't hate any time you get. I hate this false positive narrative you put out. Where it's just like we're doing positive stuff and we're being positive and positivity and blah, 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 blah. I don't care that you get a couple bucks doing a sponsor stream or getting a chair sponsor. I don't give a. I care about the entertainment you give me on a daily basis. Every time you open your mouth, you say something stupid. And I love it. I don't care that you do well. I want you to do well so you can stay around forever.
But you're just making it so hard because you do and say so many stupid things. You're your own worst enemy.
Absolutely. And I would say 90% of the detractors were once fans. So what turned them around? It wasn't just like the detractors that's out now hypnotized them into thinking, oh wow, Phil really does suck. There was at some point a switch that got flipped and they went, wow, Phil really does suck. Right now there's a controversy of him playing WWE Champions, and there's logs of his username and everything in the WWE Champions chat and spending gobs of money. And his mods probably know that he actually does do this stuff and is just lying to people. And they're still going to throw him money. But at some point, that switch is going to get flipped where they're like, hold on, this really sucks. Phil really sucks.
Is like the worst possible thing, okay? They're so angry. So it's funny, I'm making this special tonight to clear the air about a lot of things. And they're saying in the stream chat right now, okay,
Little baby burp.
and saying, you didn't prove anything tonight. Where's the concrete evidence?
Yes!
That's accurate. And it's
Is he
fair.
gonna say, what evidence can I give?
Probably. And what evidence did they give to say these things?
Concrete evidence. What evidence do you want? My ex's birthday was always public knowledge. You could have looked it up
Give me the messages when y'all first started talking.
Easy.
anywhere and known all about it. You could have known all the fuck about it. It's always been public knowledge. I've told you about the behind the scenes stuff years ago. The thing is just people don't believe me. So they make up their own shit. It's like there's never... in what situations do you take pictures of every possible thing that happened? Do you write down
No.
project...
We don't need pictures. You said once upon a time you got emails from them saying we don't want money for Project 7. Pull that up. Pull up video evidence of just going, I didn't say I would slap this child. Look at me saying look at me saying this. And then you look at it and go, oh, I did. I guess I did say that.
Like I said, Project 7, we didn't have any contracts in place. There's no way you can prove or disprove any of it. So you can literally make shit up.
You can disprove some of it by going to the stream where you said, I would slap that 11-year-old girl and going, I didn't actually say that. I said someone should discipline that child. And then you play it for the stream. And then you go, oh, So that could have been disproved if it actually happened the way you said it did. But it said the way that everybody else said it. Because it literally happened that way, Phil.
And how do I disprove? Like, for example, right now someone could say something ludicrous, like Phil raped someone 3 months ago. And if it was a day that I was off from streaming, how could I prove that I didn't do it?
Where's the police report?
Yes.
Who's the victim?
Where were you 3 months ago? On stream? When did they say it would happen? 3 o'clock. Well, if you check 3 o'clock, I was on stream.
He said if he had a day off, they could have just been like, blah, blah, blah. But there could be all types of context clues where, what time did it happen? Oh, around 5 p.m. And then he could go, here's an Instagram post at 4:54.
Here's a receipt from 4 o'clock. I was in a restaurant with Kat. My wife, Thumb.
So you can stop the bullshit. Phil.
How could I prove that I didn't do it? I couldn't, right?
You could.
No, I
You
didn't
absolutely
do it.
could, Phil.
But how do you expect me to fucking prove the opposite? I can't. You have to be logical humans and realize for yourselves that you have to have a little ounce
No
of
pause. No one would just say Phil raped somebody. There would have to be some kind of proof. Like the escort thing. There was people going, escort thing could be real because here's this person on Twitter saying exactly the same things that Phil said. Phil goes, oh, my new girlfriend loves Metal Gear Solid. And then the Twitter post goes from this fake escort going, I love Metal Gear Solid. Well, that's kind of, there was evidence there, and there was this lady there in your house, so people can at least surmise that. Nothing would come out of nowhere just going, Phil raped somebody with zero proof. Nobody would believe that. Zero people. One person would probably believe that just because they're just like, I want everything negative to happen to Phil because I don't like him, and I just want to believe whatever.
But anytime somebody's like, this is happening with Phil, they go, okay, where's the evidence? Even like with this WWE Champions thing, when the Discord logs came out that showed Phil's name, people were still like, is there ways to change your number? They were still trying to gather evidence even though there was evidence present. They wanted concrete proof that this happened. They're not able to believe it by just going, here's the same name and number. So just going, somebody said Phil raped somebody 3 months ago. People would go, where is any evidence of that?
Anything.
You just act like people are going to say that and then everybody's going to run with it. That's not how it works, Phil.
0%.
intelligence and maturity in your heads to realize that if all this shit has been said about Phil all these years, yet Phil's still here, he's still on YouTube, he's still on Twitter,
Barely!
you know, banned or anything from.
You've been banned from AdSense. You've been banned again from monetization. You've been banned from Twitch twice, I think. They just weren't long enough, like you feel. Don't act like you've never had any repercussions from the things you've done or said. You have been. And again, things fall by the wayside, and people have done way worse things than you and are still on these platforms. Unless you rape the person on camera.
Or there's a police report and a court date and everything. That's when stuff starts coming out. But just this, false crap like that, he's just being as hyperbolic as he possibly can.
To disprove something for now, past, present, future.
And he's not arrested for shit. And, you know, he's got a loving wife.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
People married in loving relationships are serial killers. Why would I serial kill when I have a loving wife?
And from the outside looking in, you and Panda Lee looked happy.
No, they were happy for a while.
Yeah. But Kat don't want anything to do with the streams. Anytime anybody talks about her or asks any kind of questions, you immediately go, she cooked this.
Shut down.
If these things have happened, if these horrendous things that people say about me were fucking true. And the bottom line is they're not. It's people making shit up to get clickbait on their own shit. And
Is Pro Jared banned from YouTube right now?
His penis was everywhere.
To minors. He legit sent those to minors, Phil. And he is not banned from anything. So
Whatever, I guess.
fell for it. If you believe any of that shit, you are gullible. You fell for something with no evidence, pure speculation, because there couldn't have been evidence of something that's not true.
there's a lot of times circumstantial evidence when it surrounds field stuff. The escort was circumstantial evidence that turned out to be false because the detractors themselves dug further and proved it was false. And then there's circumstantial evidence like the WWE Champions thing, which is looking more and more true by the day. It doesn't mean it's 100% true. There's still areas of doubt. And people are still in doubt phases. They're still doubting certain aspects of the thing. But there is circumstantial evidence for the speculation that detractors put out there.
Nobody's just putting out stuff and just going, please believe me.
And then a bunch of people are like, we believe you.
The escort stuff has some stuff behind it, at the very least.
It just turned out to be false.
And you bought it, hook, line, and sinker.
Hook,
You're the one who created the problem with these people who literally just say whatever they want. And you will, you know, you're that gullible. I don't know what else to say, man. Like, what, you know, it's insanity.
Why does Phil act like he's this laid back dude? He did the same thing with Tevin. Cause you messed up, man. Like, no. I don't know what you're gullible,
just all
man.
this stuff, the world is just falling apart around him. It's like that Spider-Man gif where he's just walking forward and everything around is just like, oh, I'm just here, I'm just chilling.
It's absolute insanity that you would believe shit with no evidence. All the things we talked about tonight, there was never a lick of actual concrete evidence for any of it, yet people talk about these things as if they are the God's honest truth about me, that they've been proven time and time again to be true, and that...
There absolutely was a thumbnail.
Yes.
So, that's absolute proof.
You did say you were going to slap.
Oh yeah, there's absolute evidence and proof out there, Phil.
If there is a believe John Rambo or believe Phil, I'm going to believe John Rambo. He's not actively lied to me a lot.
A whole lick of a lot.
He's not a piece of crap that just allows people to work from him, even though they said they didn't want money, and just go, I don't pay them anything.
Is that this actual picture I'm bringing up is an actual fucking picture I screen grab off of Twitter. All right, you can't see it. You're trying to capture my phone screen. You'll never see it. It's an actual screen.
Then why are you showing it? Why is it still on screen?
It's so bright. It's just so.
It's the brightest thing ever.
Yeah, this is what people are passing around Twitter right now.
This is what people are passing around Twitter.
People say
You see?
about me on Twitter. Well, here's all the negative things about Phil. That's what I just.
Why do you keep showing the screen? You just said you can't see it, but you keep showing the screen.
Stream here for you, but this is what they do. And be, oh, well, this is facts about Phil. Oh my God, I can't believe it. No, none of that is true at all. But they pass.
Absolutely is. We went case by case and went, at the very least,
Groom two fangirls.
yeah, that's some bullshit.
Harsh, whatever. That's fine.
At the very least, it leans more in the direction of you not telling the truth about things, as opposed to you just debunking every single thing out there.
By just saying no, that ain't happened.
By just saying debunk. By just no, didn't happen. Lies, gullibility, spin the truth,
Done.
twist it, debunked.
So, you see what I mean? Like, what defense do you have besides just coming out and saying, no, this is not correct? Okay.
Showing the okay. I never said I was gonna slap the girl. You stream every day, Phil. So you could just go, here's the clip of that.
Yep.
That's evidence.
The easiest thing to do.
You couldn't even go get ear medication for evidence. So stop with the bush of, where's the evidence? I would show it if I... No, you wouldn't. Because you could right now for at least one of these things.
But you just choose not to. It's just words.
It's just wording at us.
All right. Well, anyway, final shout-outs tonight. I got anonymous $1 tip. Electrum guy cheered. Spawn killer tipped me $1.
Don't
A lol cow tipped me $1. This doesn't even make sense. Lol cow tipped me $1. Can you clear up how people said you scammed your fans by not playing Super Mario Sunshine? I did play Super Mario Sunshine. Debunked. You can find it on my YouTube channel right now. There you go.
See how that's evidence? And again, you did it for a certain period where it was just like, it's supposed to happen there, and you went, it's not happening now.
Yeah.
It will happen, but it's not happening now. You just postponed it. There's no problem with that. Sometimes things come up. You had just played a Mario game, just like you said, and you're like, it's too much Mario right now. It's understandable in that aspect.
Also tipped me $1. Yeah, I did hear that a former WCW wrestler, Silver King, passed away in a match. That's very sad.
Are you going to put his name in the title?
Resale for 30 months. Asking about if I'm going to play Persona 5 The Royal. Probably not.
I hear it's great.
Let's see here.
So good.
Don't Give Subs did 100-bit cheers. And what were your views on spoilers on Twitter right after the movie comes out? I don't know what you're talking about. And it's the guy to me.
What the? All right. I was like, okay, debunked. I guess he don't do it every time. Took a little while, but we got there. How
is it this consistent? Because that was a long sentence. And I'm like, okay, the second smack is not happening.
Said I'm watching your Twitch, real talk. It's the guy on his Twitter. All right. Madara is God, so can you clear up for trolls who think you're abusing your mods because of swag and spreading lies? Madara is God, wouldn't you be the person to clear that up? You're one of my mods. Like, I don't even know what you're talking about.
He can just say he's not, and that does not hold enough weight. It holds more weight if he's asking you, the streamer. These people are saying that you are abusing guns. Please clear that up. You do it.
You're a mod. You say it.
Okay, Phil.
It's like an abuse victim. Hey, go report this. No, you don't understand the relationship. No. How about you report it, Phil?
Situation, everyone knows the truth about the situation.
This is a debunk stream with a bunch of new people. explain the
Everyone.
situation,
Nope, it's fine.
and debunk it.
Went nuts when he told me something incorrect during my Resident Evil 2 playthrough. It was blatantly worded incorrectly in the stream chat.
Pause. Like your tweet? Sir? But that's fine?
What did Swaggins even say?
I don't remember.
To defend himself staunchly, when in reality everyone watching the stream was watching.
Everyone.
I read it word for word and it made no sense what he said. I did what he said, didn't work. He had worded it wrong, and he was so angry that I would call him out on the stream that he had a grudge against me ever since that. And the whole time I played Sekiro, he was on my ass ragging me, saying that I sucked at the game and how dare I criticize the game. It's me because I suck and yada yada yada.
Sekiro won like Game of the Year for a lot of people. Phil, you sucked at the game.
Yeah. It's fine to just go, I sucked at that game, and people going, yeah, you sucked at that game. Just fine to just go, yeah, boy, that was a bit of a rough one, y'all.
Instead of just going, the developers suck monkey ball because you couldn't be a monkey king.
He got angry and he left, and that's all it was. He had a bug up his ass because
Isn't Swaggins back?
He is.
he got called out on stream for doing something wrong. Blatantly, it was black and white. He had done something wrong.
He didn't do something wrong. He tried to help you, and he was mistaken in the thing he did. It's not like he said, hey, Phil, die 7 times, and then it's going to unlock this thing. He just went, oh, such and such. Well, I can only assume because, I don't remember exactly what he said. But I very much doubt he did it in some blatant way or whatever. Why are you making it sound like he's a bad guy?
And he didn't like that. He felt that over the years
Every villain is the hero of their own story. DarksydePhil.
that he had been a moderator and the fact that he had supported me financially, that I guess I should have given him a pass or whatever.
No,
And
pause. Not a pass, maybe a little bit of leeway.
Yeah, if he's your mod and you're just going, you stupid sackers, what are you talking about? Just be like,
But we know how Phil talks, and he
Yes.
probably wasn't like, hey, this is worded wrong, or I tried this. He's just like, what's going on, Swaggins? Why didn't this work?
oh, were you wrong? I looked it up, Swaggins. You were wrong. Just admit you were wrong and move on.
I guess he wanted some kind of special treatment because of it, and he was very upset about it, and he decided to leave. There was literally nothing on my end. I had no
Nothing.
problems with the guy.
Literally.
I never had anything wrong to say about him. He left of his own accord. He told me to demod him. It was all on his side. Every negative thing is on his side, not mine.
Oh my God, Phil, it's never you.
No. Isn't it odd how that happens?
Just take some responsibility.
And if he ever came back and we talked or whatever, I guess I'd probably say, let bygones be bygones, but I heard that he's gone.
Give
off
me
and
money.
Talked endless shit about me on all the wrong places, as you know, which is what people do when they feel that, oh no, my time with DSP is done. Let me jump to the other side to get a cheap pop from the other side.
What type of shit? This is a wrestling faction? What are you talking about? Cheap pops and other side? He's turning heel on you, Phil? What are you talking about?
It's exactly what they always fucking do, so.
No, it's not.
Nope.
Because you have 100-something thousand subs on YouTube. You have 500 some odd subs on Twitch. And you had so much more of both, and Patreon money. You had so much more of both. Why aren't there so many more detractors? Sometimes people just fade away from you because they stopped liking your content.
It's just that. You just with people. That's all it is. It's not just you're on one side or the other.
When I used to be heavy into AMVs, anime music videos, there was a certain style I like, and then the more I saw that type of style, the more I was like, I don't really like it with the hard-hitting action effect stuff. And I was just like, I don't like that style. It's not like I went, this editor sucks monkey because of this, and let me tell all the dirt on them. It's just like, I don't like that style.
It is what it is. Who cares? Nick Bond
You care.
says this truly is the redemption run arc. And Uzi just cheers at any statements on former mods Jonosaurus Rex or Kigalian. I don't know. Jonosaurus
Oh.
Rex used to be a mod and just basically couldn't mod anymore, so we demodded him. Kigalian was the person who I mentioned in this video who was upset that I didn't make the Project 7 trailer. That's it. He was upset I didn't make the Project 7 trailer.
Where's he now? Is he over on the detractor side, like everybody else is? Or is he just off not caring about you?
Just off.
Outside of the DSP sphere. Panda Lee lived with you and got out of the sphere. She's
Thank
not.
goodness.
Where's her tell-all book? Where's her anything? Where's
Yes,
her going
where
to
is
the?
it?
Where's her going to the farm and writing this whole thing? Where's her going to your Reddit and writing this
I
whole
dated
thing?
Phil AMA.
He said I'm not going to watch your stuff anymore, and that was the end of our relationship. So there you go.
Tuh.
What the?
Tuh.
He has mirthless laughter
Yes.
that is just like great.
It's just noises.
It's supposed to be noises of joy and jocularity and all this, and it's just. Is this where I'm supposed to laugh and tee hee? I guess this is where I'm laughing and tee hee.
Here we go.
Tee.
Tuh. No,
Uh-oh.
Phil. No. No.
Swish. 1.
All right.
2.
Well, guys, I think I've talked long enough. I've had enough.
There's something wrong with him. I don't know what it is, but it's something.
There's such uniformity in the way he
Yes.
drinks water.
Yes, every single dude. How?
Sip, and I mean sip.
Sip!
Sip, swish, swish, smack, smack.
It's insane.
Oh, I love Phil so much.
Insane.
I got it off my chest. I do feel better. I hope that this cleared up a lot of misconceptions
Cleared
for a lot
up?
of people that they've had for over the years. You've got your answers. Again,
Nope, nothing changed.
it's on you guys to believe me or not. And
Don't.
I know there's many
Don't.
people who won't, and there's many people who will.
Right here.
And that's okay. It is what it is, you know. You can judge for yourself. But the bottom line is, for as much as you say, well, there's no evidence, Phil, of what you said, well, guess what? There's no evidence of any of the shit that these people say about me.
There
We
is-
played the slap an 11-year-old girl thing.
That is empirical evidence, Phil. And you did nothing to dispel it except say, that's not what I said.
Because it's not true. They will never show you a concrete lick of evidence because they can't.
We played the clip, Phil.
Doesn't exist. You know what I mean? If they did, they would show it.
They do show it. You don't seek it out, or you just go, these idiots. Or you done been blocked them 2 years ago.
Yeah. If definitively I had done the horrible things, I would have been banned from.
No,
No,
we
Phil.
just said it with Pro Jared. Pro Syndicate and T Martin broke the law. And they're still on YouTube.
To ban from Twitch, banned from Twitter.
No, you would not be, Phil. Stop lying. If I had done things wrong, I would be punished.
So I just clearly didn't do anything wrong. That's his mindset. Once punishment comes, but even still, when he got banned from Twitter by talking about that dude with the blue beard or whatever, he went, but he antagonized me first. I did it, but him first. Even when taking blame, it's an asterisk. Depression.
Banned from the internet, banned from the earth, banned from the Milky Way, launched off into a black hole, shot across, you know, the whole plane of existence, and had all my molecules ripped apart at the seams because how.
But then, an eternity in the stars.
Hey, that wasn't funny, clearly. But could you see that? Could you see somebody laughing at that?
Yes.
I don't.
Comedy is a very subjective thing, and people, the things people laugh at.
But it was so long-winded and rambly, and
yeah, that's the fun.
you
of
could
it.
see where he was going the moment that he said "bam" from the earth.
Okay.
and he just kept going.
Did you laugh at Phil with that plunger thing?
No.
But you heard Panda Lee literally choking with laughter. Yes, there is somebody out there that laughed at that.
How horrible is me even be allowed to exist in this plane of existence, right? See what I mean? But none of that ever happened because it's all bullshit on my expense, so they can get clickbait, and you fell for it if you believed any of that stuff.
Yep.
And it sucks if you did, you know.
Yep.
I
I
blame
can't
you
help.
for it.
I can't make you smarter. You're just stupid, and that's your own fault. Stop being stupid and come on over to this side.
The smart
Come
side.
Especially now that there's so much stuff that goes on, negative about me, in the last 7 years, that people just believe it is fact. But the bottom line is none of it is true. A lot of it's based on snippets of fact or things here or there, but none of it is true. And no one will ever show you evidence otherwise because it ain't true.
We played the clip of you saying you would smack that girl. There is the thumbnail out there of Leanna.
And the respective pack thing, you already said there's no contracts or anything. So it's basically their word against yours. And you said you didn't pay them, but you also said they didn't want payment. But if you look at the work that they did, they deserve some kind of payment, and you didn't even
Compensation.
recognize that. So that's the problem.
Okay? Thank you, Blue, for 2188, who actually did a $25 tip. Thank you very much for that. That's the biggest tip I know we had tonight.
Update that leaderboard here.
Excuse me.
Put
And
on
an
the
anonymous
vest.
cheerer also did a 100-bit cheer. Thank you very much. Yusuke says, debunk the rumor of me making $20,000 a month.
Yeah, no, that ain't happening.
Yeah.
Even
Wow, what I'm going back to all of that.
Okay.
And you just gotta think he was making all those faces just at a camera.
even at the height of my YouTube popularity, which was the year of 2012, all right, it was actually the second half of 2011, and I say the first 3 months or the first 3 quarters of 2012. That was the height. I mean, most views coming in and everything. I didn't make $20,000 a month. Never in my YouTube career.
Debunk.
$20,000 a month. It's insanity.
I
It's
honestly
just
believe
stupid
that.
shit. People talk
Yeah,
about
no.
their asses. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Okay.
Social Blade is a site that a lot of times they'll do they're making this YouTuber is making between this and between this or minimum maximum. It's very 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 rarely the maximum, and it's very 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 rarely the minimum. It's usually somewhere in between. When I was making money through Curse and Social Blade and all that, I would just check the Social Blade to see how accurate they were. And they would say, oh, this person's making about 70 to 130 a month. And I was usually making around 90-ish, 95-ish, 100-ish. And, you know, that's around right in the middle. So I say very rarely because, you know, higher YouTubers get better CPM, so they might
Plus
make
the
closer
time
to,
of the year matters.
Yeah. So, but very accurately, you could probably think of what Phil makes on a month-to-month basis.
All right, guys. So that is it. That is it. Thank you, guys. Just remember, Scrupula just made a very good point. He says no evidence at all ever needs to be shown because you don't prove your innocence. You have to prove that someone's guilty, and that's right. In the American court system,
You're not in the court system, Phil. You're in the court of public opinion.
Absolutely.
And public opinion requires very little evidence to do any type of thing. So you can stop with this bullshit of where's the evidence of my guilt. There are at least 2 pieces of legit concrete evidence
Hard.
of the guilt that you did certain things. You leaked the nude and said you were gonna slap that kid. Though there is evidence for those 2 things, and based on those 2 things, you gotta think, wow, maybe there's kernels of truth throughout the rest of this stuff.
And also the Shield tweet. He said that. He said he was false. He just said that he was worded wrong. But then he said every single thing on that list is wrong.
may not live in
Okay.
the United States, but in the American court system, you
Shut
are innocent until
up.
proven guilty. The things people say about me, most of them are not true. Out of all the things that we talked about today, number one, absolutely, I made bad jokes about Nazis back in the day, and I wholeheartedly apologize. I will never do that again. Yes, I had an accident on stream. It was really stupid. That will never happen again. And yes, I made a bad tweet last year that was worded incorrectly about shills, people being shills for playing State of Decay 2, and I'm working actively to not do stupid shit like that on Twitter ever again. But outside of those three things we just talked about, none of the other shit that's said about me has been true. And that's what I mean. So there's three times Phil had really bad things he did.
I wonder if that was through him.
I doubt it.
Turn that into, use that as justification that everything else was true, even though there's no evidence of it because we made it all up. So there you go.
So there you go.
The Whopper says, can you debunk Sekiro being the greatest game ever? If you watch my playthrough, you've already seen that one be debunked. All right.
You can't
That is
debunk
it,
that.
guys.
That's an opinion.
Thank you for watching, whether you watch live on stream or you watch this on YouTube.
On
I hope
demand?
that it served the purpose.
Good.
Thanks
Play
to everyone
games
who was
and have
supportive
fun.
tonight. And now we get back to normal business because now I feel good. I got this off my chest and out of my system. And the truth of the matter is, I've already talked about this stuff before. I never just did it together. You know what I mean? Like, I've talked about
But there
all
was
this
like
stuff
4 times you said for the first time and you pointed up a number 1 up to the camera and you pushed our faces away. What about those?
over the years before and given my full explanations, but I've never all in one place kind of summarized it for one video that people can find all this crap. So now you hear those common drama things about Phil, come watch this video to get your answers, and that's that. That's it, guys. Thanks a lot. Have a good night.
How do we score this?
I was thinking this. There's no score here.
Yeah,
This was
100%.
This was just our enjoyment.
Yeah.
We're not scoring any.
It is every single number. It is a 10, a -10, a 0, and everything in between. This man is magic.
Bruh. Voila. Magic. What? It should just play every time he comes to the room.
He will never be replicated.
No. Because any other type of lolcow that people look at, they're either far too sad or not interesting enough. Wings
Wings is far too sad. LTG is not interesting enough. Phil hits every single point that you need.
Bruh, he hit the zenith of lolcows. It's truly amazing how entertaining he is with everything that surrounds
He
him.
would be a 5-star general if his playthroughs were good.
But they're
just
horrendous.
not.
It's just long things of just saying what's on the screen, going, huh, huh. Did you guys see that? Explaining what just happened and going, huh, huh.
He would hit all. He would be his stats would just be maxed out in that case. But he's just missing that. But he is just so entertaining. I swear, if there was a way to just like concretely just slide across how long you've listened to him, I would be embarrassed. For anything. I've heard this man's voice more than any others on the planet.
It has to be at this point, hundreds of thousands of
Legit.
hours, not minutes, hours of
Legit.
listening to his content of the detractors surrounding them, something with Phil's voice in it, hundreds of thousands of hours. Cause I'll be playing video games and I'll be watching Snort Burnell or This Is How You
It's
Don't
just so
Play, and I'll be
listenable.
doing 7-8 hours of playing, and then every second of that is Phil.
It's so baffling how every time just go right back to him. There's not a day that goes by legitimately that I don't listen to Phil.
Some type of Phil thing.
I don't say that about anything else. There's been days where I don't say a word to my brothers who live in the same house. But just 4 or 5 hours of Phil every single day.
Well, don't know what we're doing next.
It certainly won't be this long.
Bruh, this was legit, I think 7 hours. We did 3 sessions of this.
Whew.
We would have finished it last night if not. We didn't want to do Bean Uno.
That was fun though.
It was fun. So don't know what we're doing next. Definitely got to be something analysis. We can't have another long
Yeah,
form
no.
of these.
This was just for us, and it was super fun.
It-
Cause we would just do that. We would just play film videos and just talk crap about them.
We would literally turn to the other person and go, "Did you hear what Phil said today?" No, what? This. They'll play it and they'll go, "All right, put it on speaker."
And we would just sit there and just talk about them.
This is legit how Revisited started. We would listen to people say things in analysis video or even our own podcast, and we would go, "Pause that. What are they talking about? Blah 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 blah." Listen to the whole thing. Pause it, and we did that so many times. There are like 17-minute arguments where we spent like 2 hours on. So it's legit how Revisited started. And we were just like, let's actually make it a series. Let's get some fun out of this, as opposed to just fun for us. Mm-hmm. Maybe somebody else out there is gonna find this fun too.
Or at the very least, we can go back and listen to them because these are fun to listen to.
To this day, I'm so sad that the Juice Up His Juice stuff was not recorded in some type of aspect. Let's be serious here. There are no doubts. I was at work just thinking about that. I don't even know how it started in my mind, but I was just thinking of all the stuff. You're only smoke and juice.
But yeah, I hope that this has convinced at least somebody to go and search out Phil and just listen to us some more.
Here's my recommendation of
Noodles.
Noodles, absolutely.
Look at the Noodles video.
It's like 25, 30 minutes. 40, I think it might have been. It was one of the longer this DSP tries it. And Noodles.
And go from there. And then, you know what? Just search for DSP and anything. And he probably talked about it, and he probably said something stupid.
Yep, that's it for us.
No score.
No score.
-10, 10.
No score, all
7,
scores.
-7, whatever. Anything.
Make the score yourself. Debunk our score.